Hello. Welcome. I'm just testing to see if the microphone is okay. And today we're gonna have a live stream a little different because my daughter is here. Okay, so she's going to join us every once in a while. And well, let's get started, right? I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds to see if anybody comes in. Okay, anybody joins. Hello and welcome. I'm julianakawauchi from Let's Study Eikaiwa. Aqueles que não me conhecem ainda, eu moro aqui no Japão e a prova do EIKEN é uma prova de proficiência de inglês, né? Mas ela é uma prova muito realizada aqui no Japão. Ela é muito popular. Em outros lugares do mundo, nem tanto. As I was saying, EIKEN is a local test. It's mainly applied here in Japan. It's not very common in other countries. There are some, I think maybe 13 other countries that apply it, but it's not as popular as other proficiency tests. But I'm still working on it. All my students prepare for it, so I have prepared one more video for you guys to help you improve your writing skills. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the updates for the EIKEN test, okay, for the academic year 2024-2025. We have some changes on the tests, and today I'm going to talk about the changes on the grade 3 test, okay. What was the biggest change? I think that the only one is that we have one more piece of writing. Before, we had only one piece of writing. You had a question and you were supposed to answer the question and give two reasons, present two reasons to support your idea, to support your opinion. Now, on the academic year, from the academic year 2024-2025 on, we have two writing passages. The first one is the same, a prompt where you have to give your opinion, okay, according to a question. And now the second one, we're going to talk about it at the end of this video, is we are going to respond to an email and also present our opinion upon a specific topic. Well, with no further ado, I would like to thank all the people who have been watching my videos. And thank you. And if you have any questions, if you need any clarification, don't forget to reach out, okay? You can leave comments, you can reach me by email. My email is at the end of this video, so feel free to contact me and I will be more than happy to clarify any doubts, to help you with any topic, present you with new ideas, okay? I'm gonna start this video with a warm-up, just to start getting your minds to work well. And I'm gonna give you a word, and let's see what pops into your mind when you hear that word. After that, we have 3 words of my own that we will be going through, and these words might help you with your piece of writing. Okay, so let's get started. Well, the first thing, future. What comes to your mind when we hear the word future? To my mind, these three words came up as I was preparing these slides which were goals, unknown, and dreams. Usually, when we think about our future, we set some goals, things that we want to do, we want to accomplish. The future, many times, is also unknown because although we set goals, we are not sure if we're going to achieve them, and many times our goals change during the course of our our journey. And also dreams. Who does not dream, right? Dreams about a career, about reaching a certain goal. Our next word is culture. So, when I talk about culture, what comes to my mind? Language, customs, and traditions. So, of course, every culture has its own language, its own customs, and a synonym for that we could say traditions, right? Every country has different customs and traditions. Our next word is food. The same thing, right? Food can be very different. And what comes to my mind? What comes to your mind? To my mind, delicious. For example, in Japan, I love the food here. It's really good. Another word for delicious, a simpler word, yummy. And also different. We can find different kinds of foods all around the world. Have you guys tried many? Do you have a favorite kind? If you do, let me know. Our next word is foreign. Foreign means something that does not belong to your country. It's from another country. Okay, so if you are Japanese, we have foreign countries like Brazil, the US, Argentina. So there are countries that are not your own. Well, new, of course. Every country presents you with new things, new cultures. Distant. Sometimes not so, but in my case, when I think about Brazil, it's super distant from Japan. And it's also scary. I remember the idea of coming to Japan was very scary because the culture is different, the language, the traditions, everything is different. So it's a bit scary and unknown, but at the same time, very exciting. And our last word is work. What comes to your mind when we think of work? To my mind, future. Okay, I'm always looking forward, okay, trying to improve myself, to be better in the long run, in the future. Also, college. It's not necessary to find a good job, right? It doesn't mean that you have to go to college. But many people have the dream of going to college, to university. And experience. Any kind of job we get, we always will get experience from that job. And I think this experience will some way or actually somehow help us in the long run, help us with the new jobs that might be done by us. Well, now let's move on. We're going to start with a prompt. I'm going to work only one prompt, and within that prompt, I'm going to work 4 essays. 2 yes answers and 2 no answers. Very simple. Well, let's go. Our prompt, our question is, do you want to work in a foreign country? Remember that foreign means a different country from yours, from the country you were born in. So think about that. Have you ever thought about moving to a foreign country? It can be pretty scary, right? Well, remember that this essay, we will have to keep some things in mind when we start writing. The first thing is the answer. You have to think, do you want to? Is it a yes or a no? That's the first thing you need to have in mind. You have to address the task, answer the question. The second thing, you have to come up with 2 reasons, okay, to support your opinion. Let's see some examples. For example, if my answer is yes, maybe I could say that it's a good opportunity to meet new people, learn a new language, as well as learn a new culture. If I say no, you could say that you want to be close to your family, you want to stay near your family, and you also want to explore your own country before moving to another country. So here we have reasons to support a yes answer and a no answer. Once you have your reasons, what are we going to do next? We're going to start writing. And remember that we should write somewhere between 25 to 35 words. So it's a pretty short. I'm sorry, I remember, guys, I told you that my toddler was here. So every once in a while, we're going to hear her, okay? So let's keep in mind 25 to 35 words. Now we are going to start writing. Here's my first example. And as we know, okay, the keywords to show your reasons, okay, your two reasons can be first or second, but do we have to use them? No, we don't, and I'm gonna show you, okay? Well, the first thing, it's very important, remember guys, to repeat part of the question, okay, into your answer so you can address the task clearly. This is our thesis. Well, the question is, do you want to work in a foreign country? The answer, yes. I want to work in another country. So here I just replaced the word foreign, okay, and I used another just to make it a slightly different. But can you use the same word? Yes, you can. And then I gave my first reason. First, I can learn about new cultures. Second, I will learn a new language and meet new people. Very simple answers, okay? And I wrote 25 words. It's perfect. So let's read one more time. Yes, I want to work in another country. First, I can learn new cultures. Second, I will learn a new language and meet new people. Can you think of any other reasons, guys? If you do, if you can actually, write them down for me. Let me know. Let's check our second example. Also a yes answer, okay? And here I addressed the answer, right? The task as in, yes, I do. Do you want to? Yes, I do. It's perfectly fine for EIKEN level 3, okay? Grade 3. So, yes, I do. First, I want to visit new places and meet interesting people. Second, I want to learn a new language and get job experience. In the same way, I wrote 26 words. If you exceed a little bit, there is no problem, okay? So in the same way, I gave my two reasons and I used first and second. But now we are gonna go to our no answer. And in this no answer, you are gonna see that in one of my pieces of writing, I do not use first and second. However, I make it clear that I am adding information, that I am giving my second reason. Can you guys think of transition words, words that will link and help you connect your ideas and move on to your second reason, to your second passage? Well, let's check. So again, do you want to work in a foreign country? No, I do not want to work in another country. I love my home and I want to stay close to my family and friends. Also, I think going to another country is scary. So here I wrote 34 words. Okay, that's perfect. And notice how I did not use first and second. I started answering the question, no, I do not want to work in another country. And I already inserted the first reason. I love my home and I want to stay close to my family and friends. When I inserted my second reason, I used the transition word also, followed by a comma. So you can do this. It's perfect because it's clear that you are providing a second piece of information. Also, I think going to another country is scary. Perfect writing, very simple, but you address the task and you provided two reasons. Let's see our second example. Here, no, I do not want to work in a foreign country. First, I do not like big changes, so I prefer getting a job in my country. Second, I don't want to live far from my family. So here, very simple, I used first and second to organize my ideas, and in the same way, I provided my reasons. Okay, the first reason, I don't like big changes. Okay, and then I provided a little more like additional information. So I want to get a job here in my country. And the second reason is that I don't want to be away from my family. I don't want to live far from my family. So that is the end of our first piece of writing. I hope it was helpful. And don't forget, if you found it helpful, give this video a thumbs up, okay? So I know that I am being useful. And as I said at the beginning of our video, I'm going to talk to you about the changes, okay, that we are going to have during this new academic year, 2024-2025. Here we have some slight changes where instead of having one piece of writing, we're going to have two. So it's a little bit more challenging, but you guys are going to nail it. You guys are going to really, okay, do great. You just have to keep your cool, okay? Think of your reasons and start writing. So pick up a pencil and let's train. The key is try to write every day, write a little bit, okay? Well, as I said, let's see the changes, okay? Here, the source of this new format is right here, and I have also provided the link at the end of this video. So you have the changes in English and you also have it in Japanese. So just click on the link, go there, search for the changes and read a little bit, okay? So you can be up to date. The changes have happened to grades 2, pre-2 and 3 and also 1. So please take a look, okay? So you can be familiar during the test, okay? Well, let's move on. Let's see our second example. Here in this part of the test, you are going to get an email from a foreign friend, and in this email, your friend is going to ask you 2 questions. So your task is respond to these questions in a very clear and simple way. So that's what you have to do. Respond the 2 questions, okay? Just a second. And here, what you guys have to, as I said, you have to respond the 2 questions, okay? And your writing is a little shorter. It should range somewhere in between 15 to 25 words. So if you guys have been practicing for the previous, okay, writing, you guys will really do great here, okay? So don't worry about it. Let me show my face again. I'm back. So let's look at our example here, our email. Oh, sorry about that. And let's do the reading. Oh, well. Thank you. You received this email. Thank you for your email. I heard that you went to your friend's birthday party. I want to know more about it. How many people were at the party? And how was the food? Your friend, James. So you have to respond to James and answer those 2 questions. And also, one tip is pay attention to the questions. The questions will help you use the right tense, all right? So look how we use here. Were, how many people were at the party? Okay, and how was the food? So you know that you are going to use this. The same way I always tell you guys, pay attention to the question, use part of the question in your answer, okay? And if you are not familiar, was and were, here we have the verb to be, am, is, are, okay? So we use was for singular, I, he, she, it, and anything that is singular, which is equivalent to it. And be careful because we use were with you. And remember that you can be plural or singular. Okay? So we use it with you. And any other plural noun, we use were. Okay? So let's address the task. Remember that you have to answer the questions. How many people were at the party? And how was the food? So I realized that somebody else is watching. Okay, we have a new somebody that joined. Hello. And this is the new format of the test. Okay, so if you missed it a little bit, you might want to watch the video again to see the new academic format for 2024-2025. Okay, well, let's move on. So I'm going to answer the question. My friend is talking about the party. He heard that I went to a party, so I just wrote a very short sentence, okay, to comment something about the party, and I started with the party was fun. So look, and how was the food? We are gonna use the past because it already happened. So if I'm gonna talk about the party was because it's in the past. The party was fun. Now I'm gonna answer the question, how many people were at the party? When I want to talk about an event, something that happened in the past, I'm going to use there were. There were about 15 people. And how was the food? There were about 15 people and the food was delicious. Here in this second sentence, I answered both of my questions. There were about 15 people at the party and the food was delicious. But I want to add a little bit more information. What kind of food was there at the party? I can add. Okay, I'm gonna use 3, okay, different foods. So I'm gonna use there were. Remember, we use were for more than one for plural. So I'm gonna say there were hot dogs and pizza, and the cake was yummy. Yummy is another word for delicious, a very basic word, and I decided to use it not to repeat delicious, okay? We avoid repeating words, redundancy. So let's read it again. Here, I wrote 25 words. I reached the perfect amount. And one thing, after best wishes, you do not have to write your name. It's not necessary, okay? So let's read it again. The party was fun. There were about 15 people and the food was delicious. There were hot dogs and pizza and the cake was yummy. Okay, so this is the new format of the test. And my daughter is here. Would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Come here in front of the camera. Okay. Well, mommy is about to finish. Okay, just a minute, okay? Guys, this is the end of the test. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry, this is the end of the video, not the test. Okay?
Hello.
Right here, honey, in this camera. Here, come here next to mommy. Okay?
Hello.
Hello, this is my daughter Hannah. Okay? And thank you for being such a nice girl today and letting mommy finish the stream, okay? I'll be right there with you. Well, guys, again, thank you for watching. As I said before, okay, my email is here. If you need any clarification, if you have any questions, if you want to write and send it to me, I will be more than happy to give you feedback. This is the link that will provide you with the latest EIKEN tests. There is the test booklet, the listening, the answer key, everything you need to practice. And also, this is the second link with the EIKEN Updates. Okay, so if you want to read it, we have English and Japanese, okay? Just click on the link. I'm going to provide the links in the description and have fun, okay? I hope this was useful. And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, okay? Thank you so much for watching. And soon I will be streaming talking about the pre-2 changes, all right? I'll let you guys know in advance. Have a great weekend. By the way, Merry belated Christmas, right? Belated Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. I don't know if I'm gonna see you guys before that, and Happy New Year to all of you. Bye bye.